asked if we could get a writing pad so my team could prepare for the wager, and everybody got what they asked for. We didn't give me the writing pad. So that just made me feel very low this afternoon. Like, I don't know, maybe you hit me or something.
Big brother, I need filter in case I'm cooking. I'm not the filter, take filter rice or anything, so I need filter.
Oh God.
So just don't.
Oh God. Phyna is a clown. I mean, who goes into the diary room to ask for a filter for rice? For rice. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the tea. Yes, the tea of this video is all about the first diary session of the Level Up season of Big Brother Naija. And if this is your first time coming across my video, thank you so much for clicking to watch. But please do not leave without joining the family. To do so, simply do exactly what you see on your screen. Subscribe, turn on post notification so that you can receive a lot of my videos whenever I upload a new one. On this channel, we give the most detailed, factual, accurate analysis of reality TV shows, movies, and trending social topics. So if that is the kind of content you love, then you are in the right space to be. First off, let me give you a heads up that a lot has been going on in Biggie's two houses. That's the level 1 house and the level 2 house. And guys, it's quite a lot. So I do not want this video to be too lengthy. And as I mentioned at the start, I'm just going to focus on the diary session, which was specifically with the level 2 housemates. One of the housemates came into the diary room and was acting like a spoilt brat. No, spoilt brat is even too nice. An entitled, brainless, spoilt brat. And it was so irritating to watch. Now, on the flip side, some of the housemates, they came into the diary room to mark attendance with the audience, you know, to announce to us, the viewers, that, hey, I have landed inside Biggie's house, so you must like me by fire, by force. And it wasn't like it was some sort of verbal announcement that they were doing, but their personality was shining through. And this was what brought to my mind, you know, this speech I want to just dish out briefly before I go into the details of what each and every one of the 12 housemates from the level 2 house actually spilled in the diary room. Yes, there's something that these housemates do not really understand about the concept of the diary room. Yes. What they do not understand that the diary room, their diary session, especially the first diary session of the season, is very, very significant, you know, with regards to how the entire viewing audience will perceive their personalities on the show till the end of the show. Yes, it will kind of contribute to some extent to how the viewers would want to keep them in the house or eliminate them from the game. Why am I saying this, guys? From the very first day of the launch show, the very first day, in fact, the very first week of the entire season of Big Brother, every season, season to season, you will all agree with me that the house is always busy. The house is always noisy. The house is always crowded. Everybody is up in everybody's business. Everybody is talking at the same time. And to be very frank with you all, guys, in as much as MultiChoice has been able to provide for us this season 2 channels to view the show, 2 different houses, and split, even went ahead to split the 24 housemates into 2 different groups, guys, it still does not, you know, allow for us to listen into every single conversation that takes place in both houses at the same time. No, it doesn't make it possible. And this is where the first diary session of the season comes in handy. In my frank opinion, that is when these housemates have that priceless opportunity to announce their presence. Yes, I call it their own personal screen time. I call it their own private one-on-one moment with the viewing audience. Yes, we might have, some people might not have time to watch the show all through the week. Yes, beginning from the day of the launch show, some people will start forming their opinion based off of the bits and pieces that they see of these housemates online. So why am I emphasizing on the diary room again and their diary session, especially the first one? That is when they are now supposed to create their own strong impression on the viewing audience. But sadly today, I was really disappointed as the likes of Beauty came into the diary room to come and whine and sulk like a spoilt brat. And guys, it was so irritating. But before I move on to what Beauty did and what she said, let's take it from the top, from the first housemate that Biggie called into the diary room. From the diary session today, 3 major questions were asked by Big Brother. Yes, he had asked the housemate their thoughts about their fellow level 2 housemate, their first impression about the level 1 housemate, and their chances, how they would rate themselves, their chances of winning the show this season. Now, beginning with Groovy. Groovy thinks his fellow level 2 housemates are quite energetic, they are intelligent, everybody comes in their own format, yes, as they are all there to play the game. And then his thoughts about the level 1 housemates. He feels like they are very, very competitive, yes, and they are very, very physical. He saw how built the guys were, you know, their speed during the head of house challenge the previous night, and you know, one specific thing that he strongly felt was how united they were. He felt like they had this unity, this feeling of love, you know, binding them together, which was something he felt like they kind of lacked in their own level. And then he made a special request that the AC was too much, that Biggie should please reduce the AC. Although he would not complain if Biggie decides not to reduce the ACO, but he was actually begging because he could not sleep. Now guys, let me deviate a bit. Talking about the ACs, somehow I'm feeling guilty because I remember in one of those videos I did about things I would love for Big Brother to do in this new season of the show, I had mentioned that I would love for Big Brother to increase the AC to the highest. Yes, because I want the housemates to be freezing, to not be lazy, to be very, very active, you know. And it's not as if it's because of me that Biggie has increased the ACO. No, this is a tradition that Big Brother upholds for every season of the show. You all agree with me that for the very first week of the show, in fact, starting from the night after the launch show, Big Brother increases the AC to the highest. And I feel like his agenda, you know, with that is so that the housemates would quickly bond. They will quickly start to cuddle. And guys, it's happening already. So thumbs up to Big Brother. Beauty was the second housemate that was called into the diary room today. By the way, Big Brother had called them according to how they had been called onto the stage on the day of the launch show. Yes, in that particular order. Now, when I say that Beauty acted like a very, very annoying spoilt brat, yes, she had answered Biggie's questions 1-1. You know, that's what they call it in Nigeria, 1-1, you know, offhandedly, like, I'm not interested in this conversation, just free me, I want to go back into the mansion, you know, that kind of attitude. She came with that kind of nasty girl attitude, and it was so annoying to watch. Now, with regards to how she perceived her fellow level 2 housemates, she said she found them interesting and she doesn't really want to talk about them yet because she's still getting to know them. That aside. And then about her first impression of her level 1 housemates, she said that she found them really cool, she found them beautiful and handsome, and she would love to get to know them better if Biggie provides the chance. And then about her chances of winning, she was going on like, well, I'm here to catch vibes, I'm here to enjoy myself, I'm here to da-da. So if I stay or leave, it's up to you, right? It's up to you. I mean, this girl was asking Big Brother, it's up to you, right? I'm like, hey, this girl, do you know who you are talking to? You are talking to Biggie, Big Brother, and you're telling me it's up to you, right? And then she was giving attitude. Then when Big Brother now asked her if there was anything else that she would like to talk about, that was why she was now whining. And Big Brother, I feel like you don't like me. I feel like you hate me. Like, hate is such a strong word. She's like, oh, Big Brother, I feel like you hate me. And Big Brother asked her, oh, why would you think I hate you? Because I could imagine Big Brother's facial expression at that point in time. She was like, oh, because I was not feeling very well. I was calling for your attention. You did not answer me. You did not give me attention. I was asking for paper and pen. You are attending to other people. You're not attending to me. I'm like, I don't understand. I thought MultiChoice told us that they had subjected these housemates through some intensive and extensive mental evaluation. Why is this one acting as if she is not well upstairs? Because I don't understand. Did you come to Biggie's house to come and seek attention from Big Brother? Are you the only housemate that is in Biggie's house? Are you the only person that requires attention? Have you not been, I mean, oh God, guys, I feel like I'm losing my cool right now. I mean, Beauty cannot tell me that she's not been watching Big Brother for a while now to know that Big Brother does not give an actual fuck about you. I mean, Big Brother actually cares, but if you, as one housemate, you're looking for special treatment, my sister, you won't get it. you will not get it. Nah, you won't. Because at the end of the day, it's a game. It's survival of the most mentally fit, most emotionally fit, most physically fit as well. Survival of the fittest in all ramifications. So when she got into the guys, and then Big Brother was not even done talking to her. And then she got up and Big Brother asked her, oh, where are you going? She was like, oh, sorry. Like, she was just giving nasty girl attitude. I'm like, girl, you better watch it. Otherwise, viewers will kick you out. I mean, guys, I totally understand that she required medical attention as she claimed, but there were better ways and more importantly, more polite ways that she could have broached that conversation with Big Brother, and Big Brother would definitely oblige her request. You know, I mean, look at the way, what's his name now, Groovy, spoke to Big Brother during his diary session, and Big Brother told him that he was going to consider his request. So why was Beauty feeling so special? Like, I don't understand. And even she herself knew that she had messed up, because as she was leaving the diary room, she said it that, oh, I'm always messing things up, shit. Like, she was blaming herself, and she felt very, very guilty by the time she got into the house and she was talking to Groovy about it. And I'm like, please go and give yourself a pep talk and have that very important moment of introspection. Right your wrongs, because your attitude stinks already. However, if you think about it from another angle, it could be that Beauty was trying so hard to trend today. She actually trended, but not so much. But she trended, but in a negative way. People were actually angry with her. People were calling her rude. I called her rude. People were just basically offended by a nasty attitude. But let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Now, moving on to the third housemate, that was Khalid. Khalid thinks his fellow level 2 housemates are quite crazy, you know, interestingly crazy. About the level 1 housemates, he thinks they're very, very energetic, guys. And you see, that's one recurring word that came through this entire diary session for these housemates. I mean, they saw these level 1 male housemates and saw how physically built they were, and then they kind of got intimidated. Now, about his chances of winning the show, he feels it's very, very high. And then Bbnaija got in there, and she actually had a lot to say. Yes. So according to her, she's getting along with almost all of her fellow level 2 housemates except Christy O. According to her, Christy O is still kind of mysterious to her. She has not really gotten close to Christy O to have a proper conversation to get to know her better. She'll probably make an attempt to do that later. Then she complained about Kes. She said that Kes is now getting very annoying, that almost everything that he is doing around her is upsetting her. And I started wondering, like, okay, what is happening? I mean, these are the people that seemed as though something was going to start brewing between them, you know, like they almost had some kind of chemistry. But it seems like Bbnaija is now leaning more towards Brian, who is now showering her with more attention. But guys, let's keep our fingers crossed, because from what I heard Bbnaija said, it seems like that girl is a small ticking time bomb, and someday soon she just might have an explosive moment. And speaking about her chances of winning the show, according to her, she believes strongly that she's got a 95% chance of winning, because from the very first night she has been observing people, and now she knows their weaknesses to use against them in enhancing her game. I said, okay, let the games begin. Amaka was another housemate that created a very, very strong impression. Now, the impression that Amaka created was one of the saint in the whole fiasco she had with Phyna. And guys, I found that to be very, very manipulative, because let's call a spade a spade. Miscommunication was the issue that Amaka and Phyna had during their midnight altercation. I've done a video about it. If you missed out on it, please catch up on that video. I wouldn't want to go into it again. Now, Amaka got into the diary room. She first of all declared that with her fellow housemates, yeah, she's getting along with them, but the level 1 boys, they are way hotter than the boys in her house. I'm sorry, but I kind of asked myself a biased question that, babe, do you think you're really hot? But anyways, that's not a shade, but I just felt like, come on, Amaka, that is not really fair. Your fellow male housemates, they are really hot, okay? The only thing they do not really have is the height. And that is basically what the level 1 male housemates have. They all are very tall, except for maybe 1 or 2 persons. And then she now went ahead to start retelling the issue that happened between herself and Phyna. And guys, there was a way she told the story. If you did not see how it happened, you will completely think that Phyna is the villain 100%. Whereas, in my opinion, Amaka blew things way out of proportion. She desperately wanted to create highlight. She desperately wanted to trend, and that was exactly what she did. She was very, very smart about it, yes. But in the diary room, she kind of slandered, what's her name now, Phyna, a lot. And she had done that in the morning when she was retelling the entire episode to other housemates who were asleep. And the way she had told the story, she had told the story as though Phyna had come without any reason, you know, to come and attack her and provoke her. I don't want to be too quick to judge her, but the point I'm trying to make is, in her own way, she had utilized that her first diary session of the season to create her own impression, because whether we like it or yes, there is that people in the audience, there's that group of persons in the audience that will relate to all the things that she complained about, talking about, oh, self-value, my feelings are valid and all whatnot. Yeah, there's always that group of people that relate with her and stan her and become her fans. But the good thing is, Phyna also seized her own moment during her own diary session to defend herself, and she made a truckload of sense. Now, before I get to Phyna, let me quickly move on to Kes. So Kes came in, talked about, oh, his chances of winning, you know, is very, very high. He's very, very focused. He's not losing guard or whatsoever. Now, moving on to the next housemate. We had Daniela. Daniela thinks her fellow level 2 housemates are quite interesting people. They are creative and intelligent individuals. But then about the level 1 housemate, she likes their energy. She likes the fact that they are very, very spontaneous and they are very, very cool people, and she would love to get to know them. About her chances of winning, she's not trying to overestimate herself, because at the moment, they are up for nomination for possible eviction. Fam Savvy, he's thought about his fellow level 2 housemates. It feels like they are friendly, but overly friendly because it's all a game, that it's kind of unrealistic that people will be that completely friendly. And then about the level 1 housemates, he feels like they are very, very, you know, competitive. They are strong people. And guys, it baffles me how these level 2 housemates are just very, very focused on the physical strength of the level 1 housemates. And it makes me wonder that, okay guys, don't you understand that there are other aspects to this game? It's not only about the physicality of it all. If it was, Eluswa would not have emerged the head of house yesterday. So why are you guys so stressed about this? About his chances of winning, this dude feels like he has a 98% chance of winning because he's a very likable person. And I'm like, dude, if only you knew that the whole of Africa do not want another Lakon winner. Nah, you just tell yourself you don't want to be a likable person anymore. Phyna, in my frank opinion, had the best diary session today. I thoroughly enjoyed our diary session. All those slangs that she was using, guys, in my opinion, they came out very, very naturally. And I'm sorry, this is the part where I'm going to do a bit of comparison between Phyna's diary session and Omashola and Neil's diary session. Omashola is from the Pepperdam Gang season. Neil is from the lockdown season. Guys, comparing the way they speak their, you know, Warri, Delta, Edo slangs, you could tell that Phyna was just being all natural. And this is not me overhyping this woman, no. I mean, she just has this very natural way of growing on you. I was having a good time watching a diary session, and it was very obvious that Biggie was too, because Biggie was not even in a hurry to rush her with her speeches, right? And she said a lot of nice things about her fellow housemates, that she now understands them. However, there are people that have been trying to provoke her, and she tried her best not to even delve into the issue with Amaka. It was Biggie that even asked her, who is that person? And then she talked about it, but not in-depthly. She just gave a surface narration of what happened, and even referred to the fact that all the blastings, all the slandering that Amaka was dishing out to her this morning in the garden, she was hearing it. And guys, Amaka was being very, very provocative this morning. Extremely provocative, because Amaka was literally raising her voice, knowing fully well that Phyna could hear. It was as though she was gunning for a reaction from Phyna, like she was desperately looking for a highlight, that she almost came across as threatening to her fellow housemates like Daniela and Kes, who were literally backing off from all the shalaye that she was doing, you know. But I like most of the things that Phyna said, that in her life she never knew that she had such a huge level of tolerance. Yes, because this morning, everything that Amaka was saying was very, very triggering, but she maintained her cool because she knew why she was in Biggie's house. She had been auditioning since she was 20 years old, and just last month she clocked 25. She was accepted. Other times she had been consistently rejected. For me, the icing on the cake for a diary session for me was when Big Brother asked her if she had any other thing she wanted to talk about. And she made a special request asking for a sieve, aka filter as we call it in Nigeria, to use to wash rice when she was cooking. Guys, my spirit was telling me that Big Brother had to take a moment to laugh before responding to Phyna, because it was so hilarious. And then we had Brian, who went into the diary room with so much confidence, guys. I mean, see, I love Brian, and if you ask me, I will tell you that Brian is the most handsome male housemate in this entire lockdown, rather level up season, yes, because I love dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate. Yeah, so I like his confidence, but my fear for Brian is sometimes it comes across as having too much pride. And we know our Nigerian viewers, they don't really like people that have too much pride. But in my opinion, that's him giving himself a pep talk and motivating himself. So according to him, his chances of winning is that he's the best. He believes that there's no other person that's better than him. He's the best. So he believes he's going to win. I say, okay, fingers crossed. Let's wait and see how it turns out at the end of the season. Then last but not the least, we had Christy O, who likes her fellow level 2 housemates. She feels like they are a balance of everything. The ones that are this, the ones that are crazy, the ones that are level-headed, the ones that likes to shout, the ones that are very, very assertive, expressive, laid back. They're just a cocktail of everything good, you know, that she's cool with all of them. And then about the level 1 housemate, she feels like the guys are very fast, like they've got speed. And I'm like, okay, here we go again. Another one of you dwelling on the physical abilities which you are not even sure about of your other housemates. And then about her chances of winning, she feels like, well, she's good to go. She's there to have fun, to discover herself, build herself, but she's also there to have fun. And this is where I'm going to end this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija. I will see you all on another video soon. Just go ahead and let me know your thoughts about these housemates diary sessions in the comment section below, and specifically what you think about Beauty, what's her name now, Phyna, and Amaka's diary session. And that's it. Have an amazing evening. Bye.